Hey, thanks so much for being here. Welcome and welcome back. This video, it's going to be a quick one. I just wanted to share with you my daily pages and my personal Filofax rings. So I'm preparing to just archive last month, the month of July, and I just wanted to share the few pages with you before I remove them. So if you're interested, I hope you stick around. So you know that I have included here my pretty much all the planners that I have used this year are now compiled in this one setup, and I am enjoying the process, so I'm staying here for the month of August. But the more I add to it, the bulky it gets, and I don't want to have to remove any sections. So what I'm doing is I'm just deciding when I was setting up for August, what I did was I went ahead and removed anything previous to July, and only left the July monthlies and I believe I left the July weeklies in here as well because they're kind of together. So I will keep them in here for maybe 1 or 2 more weeks and see if I actually refer to them, and if not, then I can just remove them. So and I'm gonna do the same thing with the dailies. I want to have the ability to have all of these pages in here, but also I don't want to make it too bulky. And on July, so part of July, I was using the thicker paper from Amazon, which I love flipping through and seeing and just kind of going back to those pages. But the paper from Amazon is much more thicker than the Tomo River, and I just decided to go ahead and remove the month of July and just start fresh on August, and that way I can flip through them a little bit, the sections a little bit easier. So you know that this is I've shared my setup with you, but basically I went ahead and created the setup, the sections with the Filofax by section covers. I know these have a name, sorry, I can't think of the right now, but what I did, I just wanted to create a section for each area, and instead of writing what I want this section to be, I went ahead and gave it a color, and I created a legend in here to remind me which color means what. And that's just for reference if I ever have to. I just kind of know my flow anyways. So I have my monthlies, I have my trackers, I have my dailies, and I have my tarot, and I added 2 more sections, which is the reason I want to remove a little bit of here. I added 1 more section actually. I have my tarot, and I have my my work section or my creative section in here, and then I have a private section at the back. So to be able to add those, I decided that I have to remove pages from here. So I'm gonna keep this little envelope that I made. This is a letter to myself for the end of the year. I want to ensure that I do read it, so I'm gonna keep it there. And I'm gonna keep the cover. This is just a family picture, and I just made some doodles that represents what we enjoy doing together, just because. A little entry about the meaning of this section, what it means to me, and then the cover for the month of July. I'm gonna do the same thing for each month, that way I can remove it together as a pile or as a bundle, and then it doesn't include the previous months. So this is the cover that I've made, just something very simple. Just added the highlighter color. I'm using the Tumble marker in the 942 color, and just wrote July, and then I started my month. So at the beginning I went ahead, I'm using the date stickers, which are linked below. These are like washi, kind of translucent stickers, so I love how they look at the cream paper, or the more creamer, I guess, paper. They still don't look bad in white paper, but you can see the difference, and I kind of prefer the cream paper anyways. So I will use the red date for the month to kind of open the month, and I just wrote about what I was thinking, what I wanted my month to look like, what I wanted to bring from the previous month, and just kind of reflected a little bit on both of those areas, like what I want to bring and what I want my month to look like. And I added a picture of what was happening at that time. At the end of the month, we had our oldest son that came to visit, so that was like what was happening at that moment. So I just added a picture of that, and then I just went ahead with my entry for the day. I did this, so I'm gonna remove that. So I started with the date, which is what I have been doing, just adding the sticker for the day, and then just opening the day with whatever it is the intention for that day, and then going with the flow. I've showed you this before, so I don't have like a set amount of space for each day. I just go with whatever it is that I want to write and just kind of go with it. So sometimes it's more than others, and that's okay. So the second, so as you can see, the first was just only this portion right here. The second was this too, and I just go again with the day. So the second was a Tuesday, what time I got up, what I was thinking about that day, that morning, what I wanted to the day to look like, and I just went ahead and added more like stickers throughout what I was writing about. The stickers usually have to do something with whatever I'm talking about, so the idea is that they attract my attention to that area, and if it is something important, I should remember. And that's the whole idea about memory keeping and daily writing in here, not only because I would like to set clear intentions for my day, but also because I want to remember what it is that we did. So some of these pages, I'm just going to flip through them quietly so I can kind of look and appreciate what it is that I did and what I was going through at that time, and that way I can just kind of enjoy looking at the pages before I remove them. I like this area right here also. This is more family came to visit at the end, at some point, no, actually at the beginning of the month. So I had my oldest came to visit at the end of the previous month, and that's why I added the picture here at the opening. And then that first week of that month we have more family visits, so that was nice. This is a full page about that visit when they were here. I like setups like this where I can just remember exactly why I have those pictures there and what we were doing. We were doing s'mores. My kids were visiting, stayed with them for a night in the hotel, so that was nice. Here I was talking about my rings. I guess I was here, newly in here at this point, maybe about 2 weeks in it. So I was talking about me switching the pages. That's what I was talking about here, because I started with the Amazon inserts, which I still have and enjoy and will continue to use for something. I know that I will, but I switched from the inserts from Amazon to the Tomo River paper because of the spacing. So this is the last entry on the Amazon paper. I know you can maybe see the difference. This is white and dot grid, and this is square grid in cream paper from Sterling Ink. Here I was talking about my actual cover on the planner. I like that. Here I was talking about my mom met one of her grandsons for the first time. He's already 14, 15. So it was a big event, I guess. So that was special. I was not there, but it's important to me. So I just added something about that in there. Here we saw a double rainbow, and I thought that was cute to keep in there. And here we're getting towards the end of the month, and I wanted to make some strawberries, and it was an epic fail. So I will always remember that. Actually, I wanted to make chocolate covered strawberries, and it was a mess. And here we were celebrating our anniversary. So started actually here. It has to do with the chocolate strawberries, and it ended all the way here. So I just added pictures of us and what we did and all that stuff. Here I'm talking about my puppy, or my dog. He was not a puppy anymore. He was a older Chihuahua. So just talking about that. And that concludes the July month. I think that I like the adding pictures in to the little stickers. I think I will continue to do that because it works. The whole idea of adding those is just remind me, like I said before, just I wanted to make it into a reminder, a trigger to what it is that I was talking about, and it works. So I will continue to do that. I love the little pictures. I have been doing those with my sprocket. So what I do is I just go to Instagram and create like a collage of a few pictures and then print the entire sheet and then just cut it. That way I can have smaller pictures and they still look nice, and it is sticker paper, so it is a little thicker. I know that if I would to do this for the entire year with all the pictures, it will get very bulky and chunky, but I'm trying to remove every time I finish a month. I'll remove it and archive it somewhere else. So but yeah, I will just go ahead and do this. The idea is again to do this with a cover so I can remove the actual month, and this will be the month of July. I'm actually curious to see how many pages I used. And then we start August here. I will create like a entry here. So this time around, instead of doing a little entry like this, like what I did here, I decided to leave an entire page behind the cover to do an entry, which I still have to do. So I have a few days here. We are just starting the month, so now it should be much easier to get to it when it's time. So the last thing I want to do is just count these pages, just to kind of know about how many pages I'm using per month, and I will average it out, I guess, once I get August done. So I got 1, 2, 15. So 15 pages per month. It's not that bad, I guess, instead of 1 page per day. So yeah. So now I can just archive this and have more space to add more pictures and stuff. Should be easier to flip through now. And yeah, so I just wanted to share with you the process. That's basically what I will do each month. Just go through my monthly and just review it one more time before archiving it. So I hope that this gives you some inspiration and ideas for your own. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one.